Hi everyone, my name is Anushka Rathi and I am finally a doctor now. So I'm an intern at Government Medical College. So when I was in my final year, I searched throughout YouTube for a lot of guidance that which subject should I study from, which faculty, and how to study for practical, how to study for theory. And if you guys know, so in my batch what happened was that ENT and ophthalmology was shifted from third year to final year. So in total I just didn't have to study medicine, surgery, OBGY and pediatrics, but also ophthalmology, ENT, and of course along with that I had to study derma, psychiatry, orthopedics and other such small subjects. So my motive of making this video is primarily to tell you that how to study which subject and how to revise it and which faculty did I choose for which subject, especially medicine and these major subjects like surgery and OBGY, which are very vast, which are very long, and we have very limited time in final year, in which we also have to study for practicals. So let's start. So the first and the foremost subject is medicine. So as you can see, I have also kept the books which I actually studied in my final year. So medicine is a vast subject, and I'll be very honest, but in the first 3 months I was really confused ki which faculty should I pick up and from whom should I study medicine from. But and I actually explored every option that was available. I started Marrow lectures, then I switched to prep, I switched to other forms, then I thought ki okay, video lectures are getting out of hand. I'll study directly from the book. Impossible. So now let's come to the main thing. So medicine, I studied from DAMS, and if you know DAMS, then in DAMS there are various faculties that teach medicine, and I studied medicine from different faculties. Each unit I studied from different faculties, and I will tell you the best available source that one can use to study medicine is DAMS. The video lectures, the notes, and just in case you want to have an extra edge, you can compile it from Archit Balloor. Just certain units you can study from Balloor also, and that prepares your final answers for your university exam, and trust me, you will end up scoring great marks. So I mean, these three sources. So I'll just sum up again: DAMS video lectures, notes, and again Archit Balloor. I know professors ask you to study from gold standard books, that Harrison is one. So but it is not possible. It is such a vast book, it is not possible to study it whole and then retain that content and then to mug it up and then rewrite it in exam. I think that is very difficult. So just to pass exams, I think if you do this is great. These are great sources, and I think that sums up medicine. For practical, I'm thinking to make a separate video. So yeah, for theory exams I think this is sufficient. If you want to know the important topics, I will give the link of the Telegram channel in my description, and please join that group if you want further updates. So now moving on to the second big subject, which is surgery. So again, surgery, there again Marrow is one that students prefer to study it from. So I did study surgery from Marrow, but I also studied certain units in surgery, certain parts from Gaurav Patel sir from DAMS, and I think he also teaches excellent. So I think both the faculties, they're very good, very nice. Whosoever you prefer, just don't कीप ऑन चेंजिंग योर सोर्स. इफ यू थिंक कि तुम्हें एक यूनिट इस पर्टिकुलर फैकल्टी से पढ़नी है तो तुम उसी से पढ़ो, फिर तुम किसी और से मत पढ़ो. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू डिसाइड यू हैव टू स्टडी whole GIT in the surgery. So GIT is the biggest unit in surgery in UG. So if you decide you have to study from Rohan Khandelwal sir, study it from Rohan Khandelwal sir only. But if you decide if you want to study it from Gaurav Patel sir or some other XYZ faculty that you have decided, तो फिर उन्हीं से पढ़ो, किसी और से मत पढ़ो. क्योंकि लास्ट में जब तुम रिवाइज करने जाओगे इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है और तुम इतने पैनिक कर जाओगे, तुम्हें कुछ याद नहीं रहेगा. 1000 सोर्सेज से नहीं पढ़ना है, एक ही से पढ़ना है, उसी पे स्टिक रहो, तुम पास हो जाओगे. सो that is what I want to tell you. So surgery is quite easy. मैंने surgery personally, see, I did not study it from book because the notes that are given in Marrow or DAMS, they are enough, like more than enough to pass your theory exams for viva and practicals. So I didn't actually study surgery from any book, but yeah, for certain things I used a book as a reference that I will show up here. But yeah, I think here this combines your surgery and you would end up scoring great. So that is about surgery. Then moving on to OBGY. Now OBGY, I think Sakshi ma'am from Marrow is already very famous for her content, and I think she teaches very well. You can study both OBG and both obstetrics and gynecology from her. And I think that is enough, more than enough. You don't need to study from any book after she had taught. The notes are given in such a beautiful manner. I would tell you, she's a goddess. Like, she has given it in such a nice manner. The notes are so good. But yeah, you can also study it from Dipti ma'am from DAMS. She also teaches amazingly well. There is not a single dull moment or you will get bored while listening to her lecture. You can, like, तुम्हारा अगर पढ़ने का मन नहीं भी है, I am telling you, तुम बस OBG का कोई भी lecture, whether it is from Sakshi ma'am or Dipti ma'am, तुम खोल लो, तुम बैठ जाओ, तुम्हें अपने आप 10 मिनट में OBG पढ़ने का मन करेगा. But again, it is vast to revise. What I did is I studied OBG, and though revisions must hai to get through OBG, I did not study again OBG from books. I studied mostly from notes only. कुछ topics हैं जो missing हैं थोड़े से notes में जो हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में पूछे जाते थे, तो उसके लिए बस I considered book and that I'll pen here. But उसके अलावा I don't think you need book in OBG. The notes are brilliantly designed, so that sums up OBG. Coming to pediatrics. So pediatrics, I think you can study it from a lot of places. I particularly studied it from book, that is Essentials of Pediatrics by Dhari. So the reason that I think pediatrics should be studied from book, of course you have to study from video lectures, but I think पीडिया में थोड़ा सा बुक पढ़ना थोड़ा सा एसेंशियल है, बिकॉज एक तो ये थोड़ा छोटा सब्जेक्ट है, प्लस द थिंग इज कि जो भी ऑनलाइन कंटेंट अवेलेबल है, चाहे वो कोई भी ऐप हो, उसमें आई फील द नोट्स आर नॉट गिवन इन अ मैनर दैट यू कैन राइट इट इन एग्जाम. सो तुम्हें थोड़ा सा पीडियाट्रिक्स में बुक कंसिडर करना इम्पॉर्टेंट है, विच आई फेल्ट पर्सनली. इफ यू आर well without it, I think it's your choice, but I did study it from book, and apart from that I obviously studied pediatrics from Marrow, and apart from Marrow I studied it from Ashutosh sir from DAMS. He has taught CVS, oh my god, I mean the best way pediatric CVS could be taught, he has done that. So yeah, if you have DAMS, I would recommend you to study that one particular unit from him. Even you can study the whole pediatrics from him, but just in case you don't have DAMS and you just have Marrow, you can still go with sir. But please, I would recommend a 10 by 10 recommendation to study it from book. थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा, पूरी बुक नहीं पढ़नी है, थोड़े कुछ यूनिट्स, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट यूनिट्स जो पूछे ही जाते हैं, कि सैम पूछा ही जाएगा, नेफ्रोटिक सिंड्रोम पूछा ही जाएगा, सो प्लीज डू स्टडी. Then coming to, so we are done with medicine, we are done with surgery, OBGY, pediatrics. Now orthopedics. सो ऑर्थोपेडिक्स एक्चुअली सर्जरी के साथ ही पढ़ना होता है, क्योंकि वो उसके लाइक तुम्हारी यूनिवर्सिटी में आई डोंट नो कि वो फर्स्ट पेपर में आता है, सेकंड पेपर में आता है, जिस भी पेपर में आता है, बट आई थिंक अ गुड 40-50 मार्क्स का आता है ऑर्थोपेडिक्स, एंड यू हैव टू हैव अ गुड कमांड इन इट टू पास इट. ऑब्वियसली सेपरेट प्रैक्टिकल भी होता है ऑर्थोपेडिक्स का. सो आई स्टडीड ऑर्थोपेडिक्स फ्रॉम तुषार सर from DAMS, and I think he teaches brilliantly well. अगर तुमने orthopedics उनसे पढ़ ली है, I think anybody can assure you that you would not fail in orthopedics at least, because तुम 2-3 महीने बाद भी याद करोगे ना किसी टॉपिक के बारे में, तो तुम्हें अचानक से सब कुछ याद आ जाएगा उस टॉपिक के बारे में. उन्होंने इतना अच्छे से, इतना ब्रिलियंटली पढ़ाया है सब कुछ. You can also study it from Maro. But my personal recommendation would be Tushar sir. Both the teachers at Maro and DAMS have given their best. But again, personal choice है, subjective thing है कि तुम किसको prefer करते हो. I would personally ask you कि अगर तुम्हें पहला कोई short subject खत्म करना हो, तो you can go with orthopedics. It is I think a 10/10 thing to do first in medicine. First in final year, because तुम्हें एकदम से इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा उस सब्जेक्ट में, इतना अच्छी तरीके से पढ़ाया गया है. बट या अगैन, इफ यू डोंट हैव डैम्स, यू कैन स्टडी फ्रॉम मैरो और फ्रॉम एनी अदर सोर्स. तुम जिस भी सोर्स से पढ़ रहे हो, तुम्हें बस उसी पे स्टिक करते हुए रहना है. तुम डोंट चेंज योर सोर्स सो फ्रीक्वेंटली, बिकॉज टाइम इज सो लिमिटेड, एंड इफ यू स्टार्ट स्टडिंग यू नो फ्रॉम डिफरेंट सोर्सेज एवरी टाइम, तुम्हें कुछ याद नहीं रहेगा. सो डू नॉट डू दैट ब्लंडर. Then coming to after this, the another short subjects like derma, psychiatry, anesthesia, radiology. I studied it from DAMS. I will give a 10/10 recommendation कि तुम please ये short subjects, especially dermatology, तो तुम DAMS से ही पढ़ो. बाकी साइकेट्री यू कैन स्टडी फ्रॉम मैरो. बाकी एनीवेज आई विल टेल यू कि एनी शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट इन फाइनल ईयर, if you have DAMS, if you find its lecture anywhere, or if your friends have it, please study it from DAMS. मैंने अलग से सिर्फ फाइनल ईयर के सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए DAMS परचेज किया था, एंड आई हैव ज़ीरो रिग्रेट्स. आई थिंक इट इज़ अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज, एंड द रीज़न कि मैं फाइनल ईयर में इतने अच्छे मार्क्स लेके आ पाई is one of the reasons is of course DAMS. The notes are very well. तुम अगर सिर्फ डर्मा, साइकी, ऑर्थोपेडिक्स, किसी भी शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट के सिर्फ नोट्स पढ़ के भी जाते हो, यू विल पास. सो तुम्हें देखने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है बुक या कोई भी दूसरा सोर्स. सो दैट इज़ अबाउट शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट्स. नाउ कमिंग टू ENT इन ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजी, विच इज शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम 3rd ईयर टू फाइनल ईयर इन आवर बैच. आई डोंट नो अगर आपकी बैच में वापस से 3rd ईयर में शिफ्ट हो गया हो. सो एनीवेज आई एम टेलिंग अबाउट ENT इन ऑप्थेल्मोलॉजी हियर. आई थिंक ENT में तो कुछ बनता ही नहीं है बोलना. मनीषा मैम फ्रॉम मैरो टीचर्स ENT सो वेल कि मतलब आई डोंट थिंक उनका कोई कंपैरिजन है इस लाइफ में. तो आई डोंट नो है, बिकॉज मैंने तो और किसी को इतना अच्छे से पढ़ाते हुए ENT नहीं देखा है. Some topics you can refer from book also. So I use this book, that is Diseases of Ear, Nose and Throat by PL Dhingra and Shruti Dhingra. So that is basically Dhingra that हमारे कॉलेज में बहुत सारे लोग पढ़ते हैं और मैंने भी इसे पढ़ा था. Not all topics, but yeah, like ASOM है, CSOM है, मीनियस है, एपिस्टेक्सिस है, टॉन्सिल्स हैं. ऐसे टॉपिक जो 20 मार्क्स में आते ही हैं. दैट मैंने पहले वीडियो लेक्चर्स देखे मनीषा मैम से, देन मैंने बुक यूज़ किया था, बिकॉज एक बार तुम आंसर कैसे फ्रेम करोगे तुम्हें पता चल जाता है. नोट्स आर वेरी इनफ. तुमने अगर बस ENT मैम से पढ़ लिया है, आई डोंट थिंक कि देयर इज़ एनी चांस तुम फेल तो हो रहे हो, बिकॉज मैम ने इतना ब्रिलियंट पढ़ाया है. कमिंग टू ophthalmology. So see, for ophthalmology I chose 2 sources. So firstly is of course book, that is AK Khurana. So not all topics I did study from AK Khurana. मैंने सिर्फ जो important topics हैं, if you want to know, join my channel, given in description. सो मैंने उसको बुक से पढ़ा, जैसे कैटरैक्ट है और ग्लॉकोमा, ये सब टॉपिक्स है। लेकिन बिफोर स्टडिंग फ्रॉम बुक, अगर तुमने लेक्चर्स नहीं देखे, मुझे नहीं लगता ऑफ्थेल्मोलॉजी कुछ ऐसी सब्जेक्ट है जो तुम सिर्फ बुक से पढ़ के याद रख सकते हो। I had a huge fear in ophthalmology. So I did study it from two sources. One is because हमें थर्ड ईयर में पता चला था एंड में जाके कि फाइनल ईयर में आएगा, तो तब तक I had a lot of time in third year to study ophtha. So I did study it from Maru by Utsav sir, and I also purchased Raja Ratna ma'am's course. उनके कोर्स में उनका एक अलग से ऐप है, उसमें देर इज़ अलग से एक नोट्स का सेक्शन दिया हुआ है यूनिवर्सिटी क्वेश्चंस के ऊपर ऑन एग्जाम। तुमने अगर वो पढ़ लिया है सिर्फ, आई थिंक ओ माई गॉड तुम पास करे हो अब था, क्योंकि she has designed it in such a way that you do not need to study books, you do not need to study anything. तुम सिर्फ वो नोट्स जो यूनिवर्सिटी में क्वेश्चन आंसर वाइज दिए हुए हैं उन्हीं के ऐप पे तुम उनको सिर्फ पढ़ लो, and you are going to pass your exams with flying colors in ophthalmology. So I did that, and by the way, out of these 6 subjects that I gave, I got distinction in 4. So these are all my recommendations, and if you want to know anything more about it, please feel free to ask in comments and I'll be glad to reply it. I wanted to make this video short. I hope this remains short only. मैंने practical के बारे में इस वीडियो में डिस्कस नहीं किया है. If you want to know about practical, please let me know in comments. मैं अलग से एक वीडियो बना दूँगी उसके ऊपर. And study well. बहुत सारा है, I know. Do not get depressed. You would get through it. And yeah, keep studying and all the best. Bye bye.